embody our hope and mother stand. All gaze with pride upon the scene, high on the silvery strand. All gaze with pride upon the scene, where our hope and mother stand. To our illustrious 16th President, Dr. Kent J. Smith Jr., to the CEO and board and members of the Board of Regents for Oklahoma Agricultural and Mechanical Colleges, parents, faculty, staff, alumni, friends, Brother Roland S. Martin, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to serve as our commencement speaker and for providing us with a stimulating oration. Your words of wisdom, knowledge, and expertise will be embedded in our hearts as we depart from this sacred place to serve all mankind. To my former SGA presidents seated in the front row, from one SGA president to another, welcome home. To the Langston University student body, thank you for allowing me to serve as your student body president during the 2012-2013 academic year. Most importantly, to the indomitable, unstoppable, and unforgettable graduating class of 2014 who have paid and prayed for this day. I am Miles Kelly, your senior class president. My fellow graduates, it is my hope that as you've truly enjoyed your college experience. Moments like this prove that college days do swiftly pass. Today marks the culmination of our matriculation at Langston University. Who would have ever imagined when we arrived to Langston University with our ambassadors cheering us each step of the way, saying, here's a chance to make it. If you focus on your goals, if you dish it, we can take it. Just remember that you've been told it's a different world from where you come from. And after countless hours of writing research papers, reading textbooks, quizzes, midterm exams, final exams, making lasting friendships, and most importantly, leaving our legacy throughout this campus, the community, the state of Oklahoma, the United States, and even the world and countries abroad, because many of us have studied abroad. Despite the challenging coursework, numerous unpleasant trips to financial aid, surviving cafeteria food, the transition of administration, today, look to your left and tell the person sitting next to you, we made it. From Wall Street to Main Street, from lawyers to educators, the class of 2014 is overwhelming in abundance with innovative individuals who are prepared to embrace all that life has to offer. Having accomplished phenomenal achievements throughout our journey here at Langston University, we have been taught to go beyond the call of duty in our service, to strive for the highest goal, no matter what our life aspiration may be. Class of 2014, we have the responsibility to serve and leave every place that we may go better than it was before we arrived to it. So I charge you today to continuously work on changes that will enhance and add value to our world so that your children, grandchildren, and future generations will have a better place to live in. You can do this by challenging yourselves, exploring new things and better ways of thinking, embracing and welcoming activism, and being the type of individuals that exemplify Langston University. Individuals who aren't afraid of changing the world, individuals who move onward and upward, individuals who understand the man or woman who graduates today and stops learning tomorrow is uneducated the day after. So we must continue our education. And finally, we must be individuals who understand the lifetime commitment that we have to Langston University by giving back through not only our service, but through various financial means as well. Always remember that in life, you can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails to reach your destination. I wish you enough sun to keep your attitude bright, no matter how gray the day may appear. I wish you enough rain to appreciate every sun. I wish you enough happiness to keep your spirit alive and everlasting. I wish you enough pain so that the smallest of joys in life may appear bigger. I wish you enough gain to satisfy your wanting. I wish you enough loss to appreciate all that you possess. I wish you enough hellos to get through the final goodbye. As undergraduates, even though we haven't departed, I can't wait to see you again. You see, we shared this laughter and memories together at this magical place that others call Langston University. But to us, my fellow Langstonites, it's simply home. And if ever man should dare bring low thy blazing banner high, we'll battle with the vicious foe, or for thy honor die. We'll strive and overcome the foe, or for thy honor die. Class of 2014, it is my prayer that the pride and fight of a lion will forever rest in your hearts. Godspeed, and thank you.
Thank you very much, President Kelly. Mr. Roland S. Martin, would you please join me at the podium? We won't take another selfie right now. We'll do that a little later. But what's become our custom is that when anyone does anything special, you are pretty suspicious. Special on behalf of the university, we award them with the Langston University Lion Award. We hope that you will display this proudly, and this may be the 10th commencement address you've given, but we hope that it will be the most memorable because you'll have the Langston Lion displayed in your office for the world to see. Thank you for serving as our speaker. Graduates, please give him another round of applause.
Well, it helps because my high school, Jack Gates Lions, so better go with the other Lions.
Go Lions. Graduates, I have a few awards to give out, and then the moment that you're here for will be there. So bear with me just for a few more moments. One of the top awards that the president of the university, actually the top award that the president of the university gives out is the President's Cup Award. Established in 2010, this award is given annually and recognizes one member of the graduating class seeking his or her first baccalaureate degree and who has consistently demonstrated outstanding academic achievement and meritorious character, and who exemplifies the timeless human values of leadership, exemplary character, respect for oneself, and scholarly achievement. We have 3 students who are sitting on pins and needles right now who are our finalists as selected by the committee, but the committee had to choose one, and I supported their recommendation. Mr. Keisa Sims. Would you please All right, we're going to have to get through this together. This is a special young lady to me who's done a lot for our university. It is my honor as president to present this award to you for your impressive academic performance, cumulative GPA of 3.92, and outstanding leadership amongst your peers. Ms. Sims will earn today a Bachelor of Business Management degree from Langston University and will be pursuing a master's degree in social work from another school down the road, which we won't say. On behalf of the Office of the President and the President's Cup Selection Committee, I officially award you for your many contributions to Dear Langston, the President's Cup Award. I also would like to thank the other finalists for being exemplary. This was truly a difficult choice on behalf of the committee. Well done on behalf of our university. The next thing, we've implemented a new set of awards this year for seniors. And it's called the Outstanding Senior Leader Awards. We've put in place a committee to select 3 to 5 outstanding senior leaders. And these are for senior students who have gone above and beyond the call of duty throughout their collegiate career in their commitment to leadership, academics, campus involvement, community service, and exemplary character. They've worked hard to uphold the traditions of Dear Langston while making positive contributions to the surrounding community. This is an opportunity for these seniors to receive the recognition and honor they deserve for the legacy that they will leave to Langston University. The nominees must have a commitment to academic excellence, demonstrated leadership skills, been engaged in university programs, have been involved in community service, and have made dynamic contributions to the university and the surrounding community. I am now pleased to announce this year's, actually the first set of recipients for the Outstanding Senior Leader Awards. And when your name is called, simply stand where you are, and either Dr. Moffitt, our Vice President for Student Affairs, or Dean Billy, our Dean of Students, will bring you your certificate. Now I'll read a little sentence or two about each person. The first is Miss Stacy Green. Would you please stand? Stacy is being recognized for her commitment to academic excellence and passion to serve others. Stacy's commitment to the community has led her to logging more than 450 community service hours during her time, all the while maintaining a 3.2 cumulative GPA. Congratulations and thank you, Stacy. The second recipient is actually on the dais, Mr. Miles Kelly. Would you please stand? My frat brother. I've never been able to say that publicly to him. Miles's contributions to the campus have influenced many of his peers to strive for greatness in leadership, service, and student advocacy. His leadership at Langston has set the bar for future Lions, and his impact motivates them to be engaged students. And on a personal note, what I admire most about this young man is that he was not afraid to challenge me on things that he thought was important and things that he thought would better the student body. And I applaud you for being willing to do that. It's been my pleasure to serve with you. I look forward to all that you will accomplish, and I look forward to having you back to continue to make us better. Congratulations, Miles. The next recipient is Melissa Dawn Naylor. Melissa is one of our outstanding student athletes and has served as a leader on the softball team for the past 4 years. She's graduating today with a 3.9 GPA. That deserves a round of applause. And has received several scholastic and athletic accolades during her time at Langston. What I will always remember about her is that as we've gone through our new branding effort, she's become one of the student faces of Langston University in our branding and marketing efforts. Congratulations, Melissa, and thanks for all that you've done for Langston University. Miss Farrah Sparks, would you please stand? Obviously Miss Popular, but Farrah is a transfer student, or was a transfer student, who displayed superb leadership, a skill set on campus. She's been committed to community service by participating in numerous service projects while performing well in the classroom, boasting today a cumulative 3.8 GPA. Congratulations, Farrah, and thank you. Last but certainly not least, Mr. Charles Wilson. Would you please stand? I'm gonna get through this one, Charles. Charles has served as the president for the SAB, or Student Activities Board, for the Langston University, Oklahoma City campus for the past year, and has spearheaded many initiatives, including 2 Beautification Day projects. Academically, he has made the Dean's Honor Roll for 3 consecutive semesters and has maintained a 3.5 GPA. And this last piece, if you know Charles, he displays the lion pride everywhere he goes. If you're a friend of his on Facebook or follow him on Twitter, this is the man who reps LU numerous times throughout every day. So Charles, we thank you on behalf of the university. By the way, Charles is down to the final 100 for the HBC, for the White House initiative. And I look forward to celebrating you when Barack Obama chooses you as one of his interns for next year. So congratulations, Charles. The next set of awards, and this is just 2 awards. These are the Alumni Award recipients. The Outstanding Alumnus at Large Award is given to someone who has excelled in his or her profession or endeavors and who has made significant contributions by his or her work to their profession or community. The recipient should be one whose overall stature reflects Langston University's ideals and is a paid member of the Langston University National Alumni Association. And what I'm excited about in particular for these 2 people is that they've been very supportive of me personally since the time that I've arrived. And these are 2 staunch recruiters of high school students to add to our freshman class. The Young Alumnus Award is given to someone, which is the second award, who has excelled in his or her professional endeavors and who has made significant contribution by his or her work to their profession and community. The recipient should be one whose overall stature reflects Langston University's ideals and is also a paid member, you'll start to see a trend here, paid member of the Langston University National Alumni Association. The recipient for 2014 for the Outstanding Alumnus at Large Award is hereby presented to Reverend Don Williams, nominated in the category of Military Honors. Reverend Williams, will you please stand? Reverend Williams has been a pastor at CME Church for the past 29 years. He's a member of the Gibson County Ministers Alliance and has received numerous awards, including a prestigious honor such as receiving a Purple Heart and a Bronze Star with the V for Valor during Vietnam War. Reverend Williams finds time during his busy day to schedule to volunteer 2 days each week at the National Civil Rights Museum and is dedicated to his congregation. And beyond that, he's clearly dedicated to dear Langston, and I have to tell you, I've personally experienced, he is a rib master in Memphis, Tennessee, as in barbecue, folks. Congratulations and thank you, Reverend Don Williams. The 2014 Young Alumnus Award is presented to Mr. Kenneth D. Crowley, Sr. Would you please stand? Mr. Crowley is dedicated and committed to his work with the youth. In 2009, Mr. Crowley established the Crowley Foundation to help the youth in the community in Colorado to succeed through engagement of student activities and community activities, empowerment workshops, and college preparation. His foundation has awarded more than 22 scholarships, totaling almost a little over $20,000 to high school seniors. Mr. Crowley's son, KC, is currently a student at Langston University, and also he and his wife are both graduates of Langston University. Congratulations, Brother Crowley. And now we will have a musical selection from the Langston University Concert Choir, and then the moment we're all here for, we'll have a ride.
I'll see you, David!
the Doctor of Physical Therapy please stand? Dr. Montgomery, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to present the 2014 graduates from the School of Physical Therapy. They have satisfied the course requirements and are recommended for the conferring of their degree. Candidates, as your name is called, please come forward to be hooded. Valerie Akawande, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Carletta E. Magnus, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Physical Therapy. Donna A. Pendleton, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Physical Therapy. Donna L. Greenhoward, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Jacob W. Bridges, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Jordan Johns, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Michael Stephen Hayes, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Stephen Rouse, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Baldridge, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Candace Taylor, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Miranda Boyette, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Katura Milton, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Ashley Lewis, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Zachary Colette, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Melinda Crowell, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Latanya Graham, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Doctor of Physical Therapy. Erica C. Thomas, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
Will the candidates for the Masters of Education, Rehabilitation Counseling, Visual Rehabilitation Services, and Entrepreneurial Studies please stand? Dr. Montgomery, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to present the 2014 graduates from the graduate programs. They have satisfied the course requirements and are recommended for the confirming of their degree. As your name is called, please come forward to be podium.
Farris, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Ebony Rome, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Mia Coleman, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Celestine Jessie B. Flowers, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Cambria Robertson, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Tiwanda Hamilton, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. David Jackson, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Lucy Adiza Morton Elba, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Stanley Zokwelwi, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Services. Don Ernest Benefit III, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling.
What up, Janet?
Channing Chamberlain, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Marshila Dennis, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Bertha Clark, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Kari Truitt, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Juanice Yvonne Heron Shelton, Masters of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Tanisha Weatherall, Master of Education, Educational Leadership. Arnella Hayes Carter, Master of Education in Educational Leadership. Shalonda M. Branch, Master of Education, English as a Second Language. Travis Doolan, Master of Urban Education. Brittany Mitchell, Master of Science, Entrepreneurial Studies. Micah Taylor Patrick, Master of Entrepreneurial Studies, Entrepreneurial Studies. Reynaldo Diaz, Master of Entrepreneurial Studies in Entrepreneurial Studies. Brittany Thompson, Master of Education in Urban Education. Roberts, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling and Visual Rehabilitation Services. Renee Jeanette Dudley, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling and Visual Rehabilitation Services. Sabrina Nicole Stevenson, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling and Visual Rehabilitation Services. Atasia Monique Mohammed, Master of Science, Melvin DeAndre Williams, Master in Behavioral Sciences, Rehabilitation Counseling, Visual Services. Juanita Yvonne Crawford, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling, Visual Services. Rhonda Michelle Tillis, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Delbert Lasky, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Janae Clemens, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Ronald Clemens, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Anthony Quinn Pennell Jr., Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Rakita Bennett, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. LaConda Walton, Master of Science and Rehabilitation Counseling. DeAndre Neville Walter, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling. Destiny Deshawn Jones, Master of Science,
Rehabilitation Counseling. Lorena Heron, Master of Science, Rehabilitation Counseling.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Applied Sciences please stand? Dr. Montgomery, upon recommendation of the faculty, I'm honored to present the 2014 graduates from the School of Agriculture and Applied Sciences. They have satisfied the course requirements and are recommended for the conferment of their degrees. Candidates, please take your seats.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Associate of Science from the School of Arts and Sciences please stand? Upon recommendation of the faculty, I'm honored to present the 2014 graduates from the School of Arts and Sciences. They have satisfied the course requirements and are recommended for the conferring of their degrees. Candidates, please sit.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Business Administration degree please stand? Dr. Montgomery, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to present the 2014 graduates from the School of Business. They have satisfied the course requirements and are recommended for the conferring of their degree. Candidates, please stand to be recognized and be seated. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Education please stand? Dr. Montgomery, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to present the 2014 graduates from the School of Education and Behavioral Sciences. They have satisfied course requirements and are recommended for the conferring of their respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor's of Science in Health Administration and the Bachelor's of Science in Nursing please stand? Dr. Montgomery, upon recommendation of the faculty, I am honored to present the 2014 graduates from the School of Nursing and Health Professions. They have satisfied the course requirements and are recommended for the conferring of their respective degrees. Would the candidates please be seated?
the 2014 graduating class. Please stand. Mr. President, upon the recommendation of the faculty, it is my pleasure to present the 2014 graduating class. They have satisfied the requirements for the social science, the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Arts in Education, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Science in Education, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, the Bachelor of Business Administration, the Master of Visual Rehabilitation Services, the Master of Rehabilitation Counseling, the Master of Occupational Study, and the Doctor of Physical Therapy. As approved by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, the Board of Regents for Oklahoma A&M Colleges, and Langston University. By the authority vested in me as Vice President of Academic Affairs, it is my pleasure to recommend the 2014 graduating class from the third.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education and the Board of Regents for the Oklahoma A&M Colleges, and upon the recommendation of the faculty of Langston University, over which I have the honor and the privilege to preside, I do hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Arts in Education, Bachelor of Science in Education, Master of Education, Master of Rehabilitation Counseling, Master of Visual Rehabilitation Services, Master of Visual Rehabilitation Services, and Doctorate of Physical Therapy, according to the school in which you have qualified, with all the rights and duties, privileges and responsibilities which appertain thereunto. Graduates, please, well, potential graduates, future, you're not finished yet. Please be seated, and we'll bring you up to the stage so that you may receive your degrees.
Bachelor of Science, Biology, cum laude. Ashley Denise Brown, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Samantha Rose Samuel, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Taylor Satterwhite, Bachelor of Science in Education, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Quentin Walker, Bachelor of Science, Technology. Donnie Tobias Bryant, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, magna cum laude. Tiffany Danielle Gaddis, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Tiara Lenise Lewis, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Chanel Saloma Byron, Bachelor of Science, Biology.
Renee Gunn, Bachelor of Science in Education, Elementary Education and Special Education. Terry Lee Lewis, Bachelor of Science, International Studies. Kayla Neely, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, cum laude. Megan Rochelle Bowman, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, magna cum laude. Kiana M. Clements, Bachelor of Business Administration, Accounting, cum laude. Kristen Nicole Davis, Bachelor of Arts, Broadcast Journalism. Tiffany Renee Glover, Bachelor of Science, Biology, summa cum laude. Raja Singh, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, magna cum laude. Jasmine Smith, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Miranda Ashley Frazier, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Management. Elijah Adrian Lockley, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Management. Shaniqua Minion Holland, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resource Management. Brandon DeMarco Perry, Bachelor of Science, Agribusiness. Jasmine Danielle Jones, Bachelor of Science, Agribusiness. Lisa Colleen Montgomery, Bachelor of Science, Agribusiness. Andre Kendrell Turner, Bachelor of Science, Animal Science. Jennifer Jaja, Bachelor of Science, Natural Resources Management. Clarice Fine, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Marquita Chanel Chanel, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Hollis Lynn Sumo, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Clarissa K. Jeffers, Bachelor of Science, Correction. Blaze Ba Tuho, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. Amber Jefferson, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology. Carrie Quick, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Rita Tucker, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership, magna cum laude. Charla Angelin Rebus, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. Thomasina Alexandria Porter, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology, magna cum laude. Derek Isaac, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Alexis Janae Thompson, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership. Marisha Nicole Williams, Bachelor of Science, Organizational Leadership, cum laude. Anthony Corey Fernandez, Bachelor of Science, Correction. Alexander, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. Jasmine Bender, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Brishant Marshall, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Dorothy Latrice Safford, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Gloria Ann Edwards, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Gabrielle Dinwiddie, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Mariah Olden, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Michelle Michaela Moore, Associate in Science, Child Development. Lavender Stevenson, Bachelor of Science, Child Development. Raymonda Gray, Associate in Science, Child Development. Kelvin Viney, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. John Damon, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. Christopher Todd Walker, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. Martina Bozeman, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. Jamie Ingram, Bachelor of Science, Corrections. Jonte Danielle Angelin, Bachelor of Arts and Science, Criminal Justice and Corrections. Ashley Nicole Fox, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Dalia Touche Davis, Bachelor of Science, Computer-Aided Drafting and Design. Also Associate in Science, Drafting and Design and Electronics. Jamie Diaz, Bachelor of Science, Computer-Aided Drafting and Design. Tashiana Lee, Associate in Science, Drafting and Design. Quentin James Wycliffe, Associate